Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Watson, man. It's your boy Marky Dan. And this is Friday Night Fights, man. This is something we trying new. My boxer historian Marky Dan is passionate about showing the past fights, so we're gonna get in here and watch some fights. What's going on, Marky? Can you hear me?
I'm blessed. I'm doing good, BBO. How about you, man?
Good. I hope you got some action-packed ones, man. I hope we ain't got no hugging matches, man.
Oh boy, you ain't gotta worry about that with the fights I have picked tonight.
So what's our first
All right,
fight?
man. So you want to get into it, or you want to wait a little bit?
Go ahead and get into it.
All right, man. Well, this past Saturday, we were served the disappointment in the form of Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. So I thought that we could just take a trip down memory lane to the golden age of boxing, the 1950s. The first fight of the night we got is Gil Turner versus Johnny Saxton. This fight took place at Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia on June 15, 1953. Johnny Saxton holds the feat of being a two-time welterweight champion in the most competitive welterweight division in history. He was also notorious for being disliked by boxing fans for his involvement with the mob and for his controversial wins over Kid Gavilan and Carmen Basilio. Now, Gil Turner, Gil Turner was your boxer's favorite boxer. He became a Philly folk hero for his relentless style and his almost psychotic will to fight back. Turner was the type of man who would fight anybody at any weight at any time if the money is right. And he got this one. It is a real slugfest. It's one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. So I know y'all gonna enjoy it.
Hi there, folks. This is Jim Stevenson taking you back to June 15th, 1953. Connie Mack Stadium, Philadelphia. Johnny Saxton, high-ranking and classy New York welterweight.
Johnny Saxton and Gil Turner.
Hard-punching Philadelphia contender in a 10-round bout. Their weights tonight.
Johnny Saxton, he was kind of like the Devin Haney of the 1950s. Nobody liked that nigga at all.
Round one. Turner with a white stripe. There's a big crowd of 15,000 fans here tonight. Both these men are rated right close to the top as contenders for Kid Gavilan's welterweight title.
Kid Gavilan must have been that dude, man.
What you say, BBO?
I said Kid Gavilan must have been that dude. You always hear about somebody trying to fight for his title.
Bro, he was special. He was real special, man. His style was so unique. It was classy yet violent.
I love how you come with these terms. That brother said classy and violent.
These fighters are the same age.
Yeah, man, he could box like Floyd Mayweather and slug like Arturo Gatti.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. I never forget how easy Floyd made Arturo Gatti look, but then when he fought Corrales, man, it was like a war. It was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Turner's had 39 fights. He's won 36, 28 by knockout. He's been knocked out.
I was trying to watch a fight with him, Armstrong, man.
By the champion Kid Gavilan.
It was just so messed up. I couldn't really make it out.
So he's on the spot.
Why you say that?
No, it just was a bad.
You mean the quality was? You mean the quality was messed up?
Yeah, the quality was bad. Well, Henry Armstrong.
Yeah, Henry Armstrong. That's another dude.
I thought he was a lightweight, but he looked way too big for us to be a lightweight.
Man, Armstrong, he was a everything. He was a featherweight champ, lightweight champ, welterweight champ, and he was robbed of the middleweight championship. He was just a different level of fighter.
Yeah, I didn't know. You know, he was American Indian too, man. Like he was a Native American and black. I didn't know that. You know, the funny thing about boxing and the pace is so much different now, man. But for X, man, like them dudes was fighting at a real fast pace. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. They used to fight at the entire rounds back then.
I'll be honest.
Today you got guys like Boo Boo Andre pacing themselves, making fights boring as hell. Yeah.
Hey, I know you don't believe me when I tell you this, but I think Boo Boo's gonna beat the life out of David Benavidez, bro. It's gonna be like an Errol Spence.
You say you think Boo Boo's gonna beat David Benavidez?
He gonna beat him to death, man. He gonna put on the show.
I think he could beat him. I don't think he's gonna beat him to death.
Hey, you gonna be shocked,
definitely take advantage of David's deficiencies. Like, people act like that nigga is just like he's Tyson or something. I don't know.
Nah, he's really garbage, man. He get hit so much, bro. Like, I don't know why Canelo hasn't just got him out the way. But, ooh. Hey.
Well, I just tell you, the wars back then were just different.
Oh, he punching his brother hard, man. Dang. But no, I'm just saying it just looked like to me what I've seen with David Benavidez, like his feet is in quicksand, man. Like he just super slow, man. I just don't see him beating no elite fighter, man. I know he got fast hands, but he can't get out of the way or nothing.
He got fast hands, but he throw the same punches. It's just left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook. It's predictable. You can't do that with a fighter like Boo Boo, who knows how to fight from angles.
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna look like Bud versus Spence, man. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a massacre, dog.
Nah, I think David Morrell versus Benavidez is gonna look like Bud versus Spence. He's gonna destroy that cat if they ever put him in there with David Morrell.
You know what's funny? Morrell is so talented, man. I just hope we get to see more of him, man. Because he the first fight I ever seen running. Ooh, he about to get him out of there. Dang. That's how he down him the big. He let his hands go. Oh yeah, get back. Hit that uppercut for him. This is the real boxing right here, man. This is sweet science.
Every time I watch this fight, it's like a different emotion for me.
You know, I don't stand to that stupid slick style that everybody loves so much.
But that's the thing, though, BBO. Johnny Saxton was a slick fighter. It's just that he was pushed into this. But back then, even slick fighters knew how to go to war. It ain't the same today.
I think a lot of guys
like Haney just want to run around and throw 1-2 shots at a time.
I think Haney's chin might not be all there, man, because you know when you let them hands go, like even think about that Puerto Rican kid score. You let his hands go, he got a little chin. He can take what's coming back. I think that.
Hey, BBO, can you turn up your mic just a little bit?
Okay. You hear me now? Is that better?
No, yeah, I can hear you. It's just low.
Oh, okay. My man Bruce.
Well, it could be my laptop too, though. I'll be honest though, because a couple times I've been on my laptop for the StreamYard, the shit just been quiet. Yeah, Bruce. These guys were a different breed.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. It just kind of sucks, man. When you realize more and more, it seems like the world is getting worse, bro. If that make any sense, because look at boxing, man. Boxing, God is talented as these two cats right here. Like they both would be champions right now. They're fighting.
Absolutely. Gil Turner's hand speed was just different.
You know, someone I wanted to ask you, man, while we in this kind of arena, man, how good was Floyd in your opinion, man? I never ever heard you break his career.
What you say, BBO?
I said, how good was Floyd Mayweather, man, in your opinion? I never ever heard you break him down before.
Floyd is up there in any conversation. At least in my opinion, people like to, I don't know, they just want to degrade and devalue his career, but the fighter he was, the skills, the attributes, I mean, it's undeniable. Floyd would have been able to compete in any era, the 50s, the 30s, whenever. But that's my opinion. I think you could put him in the class of the GOATs.
I just wonder this, man.
Now, if you want me to break down his career, that's something totally different.
Yeah, I want you to break down his career, man. Like, talk about what you see, how you put him. Because I look at him as 49, I don't look at him as 50,
Well, the thing with Floyd is he was always in control in every fight he ever fought. From his first championship title fight against Genaro Hernandez all the way to the end. It's only a couple fights like the Castillo fight, the Jesus Chavez fight, and the Maidana fight where you really see Floyd getting flustered and he had to adjust, or else he might have lost those fights. But outside of that, I mean, Floyd's career is just pure excellence. And niggas can try and say, oh, he didn't fight this dude, he didn't fight. He fought everybody in his fucking era. Look at his resume. You're not going to find nobody missing, my nigga. Trust me. He got Miguel Cotto, Genaro Hernandez, Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, motherfucking the Ghost Guerrero. He was popping at that time. I mean, you just got to give Floyd his credit, bro.
What about Paul Williams, man? He missing Paul Williams and Winky Wright.
But that Paul Williams fight, that's just the timing. It didn't happen. And there's interviews with Paul Williams. He say himself, Floyd didn't duck him. It just didn't happen. It happens that way sometimes in boxing.
Yeah.
Even and BBO. My bad, BBO. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying.
No, I was just gonna say, well, when you break you could cut Floyd's career in two halves. He has two different Hall of Fame careers, my guy. Like, that guy is different. From when he retired, from the time he was fighting at super featherweight, when he cleaned out that division, to when he whooped Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton's ass, and then he came back and just owned everything. You got
Salute
to
to my
give
brother
Floyd his
Prize.
flowers, man.
I think it's salute to my brother Prize fighter, man. I think it's crazy because people don't realize that Floyd fighting Triple G, man. Triple G was too big, bro. Pause. I don't know why people always say, "Oh, he didn't fight Triple G," or he didn't fight like a bunch of middleweights.
Oh,
Like
it's hate.
Floyd,
It's
Floyd,
pure
Floyd.
hate.
Now I will say he ducked Winky Wright because there's no reason that fight shouldn't happen, man. I got to get you rinsed up, my brother. um, I don't know. I don't know why the Winky Wright fight didn't happen because I always thought like, and this is just me, I could be wrong. I thought Winky Wright would have beat Floyd, man, because he was so rough and rugged, bro. Like I don't know what you think.
I don't think Floyd would have fought Winky Wright, if I'm being honest, because I just think
No.
the style was bad for him. But at the same time, I don't think the fight was ever actually presented to Floyd. But if it was presented, I don't think he would have went that route because it wouldn't have made no sense at that time,
Yeah, I think it's funny,
especially
man.
when you got a bunch of little guys you can fight for money.
But the thing I don't get is that Winky Wright and Floyd had a signed contract, man. I don't know.
They did?
Brother, yeah, they had a signed contract. Winky Wright's manager and Floyd's management team had agreed on a fight, but for whatever reason, Winky Wright signed his half, but Floyd never signed his half, and they never fought, and it's just like disappeared. Nobody talks about it. It's wild, but look it up, man. His team, Floyd's team. I mean, Winky Wright talked about it at the Hall of Fame. He said we had a contract. I don't know what happened. My brother Price, you the only person that talks about Winky Wright and Floyd. I
Hey,
gotta bring
brother
up the
BBL, he
one
trying to
guy.
keep the record straight.
Hey man, I gotta bring up the guy that he ducked, bro. He ducked Winky, man, because I mean, Winky had some tough fights, man. Like with Mosley and he had some tough fights, bro. That's another guy that don't get no love, man. Your boy Sugar Shane Mosley, man, he don't get no love. He was an absolute beast, bro.
Yeah, but he was a drug cheat, so it's like, eh. Like how
Yeah, he
upset
was.
can you be that nobody don't like him?
I'm just saying, to me, he was a very entertaining guy, especially coming up in weight like he did. He was better, to me, he was better at the lower weights, but for him to be as powerful as he still was, at the higher weights, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy when I think about it.
Yeah, bro. But the second fight of the evening we got for y'all. Oh, let's see what Bruce said. Even though Turner lost this fight, he kept on fighting and won a world title the next year. I don't know if Gil Turner won a world title, Bruce Gas, but he fought a lot of people. I mean, that dude Gil Turner was different. But the second fight we have of the evening, we have Johnny Bratton taking on Jesus Portuguese, aka Tuzo Portuguese. This fight took place at Eastern Parkway Arena, Brooklyn, on February 23rd, 1953, between Johnny Bratton of Little Rock, Arkansas, and Tuzo Portuguese of Costa Rica. Now, Johnny Bratton is a truly special, unique talent. Johnny Bratton is just one of the most talented welterweights of all time. I mean, Bratton could box circles around you, or he could end your night with one devastating counterpunch. He won a vacant version of the welterweight title, but would lose his status 2 fights later to the dominant welterweight champion of the era, Kid Gavilan. In my opinion, had Ray Robinson and Gavilan not been around, Johnny Bratton would easily be remembered with all the all-time greats, because that cat was special, and y'all gonna get to see it on display. Here we go. You just got fighters like this, BVO, like Johnny Bratton, whose names are just forgotten in history, but he was a real special guy.
Hmm. What always get me, man, is how them brothers had them slick back haircuts back in the day.
Yeah, I think I can't remember. Was it Ray Robinson who started that, or it was no. It was a Cuban fighter from the 1930s, Kid Chocolate. He was the one who started
Kid
that
Chocolate.
style, and Ray Robinson just followed suit.
Yeah, the original Kid Chocolate. You know, we didn't had a bunch of Kid Chocolate. I remember Peter Quillen was going by Kid Chocolate for a little bit. You know, that's
Yeah,
another
man.
dude, man. Peter Quillen, man. That's a dude who I thought was gonna be so good. He got beat to death by Danny Jacobs, and that was it.
That's how that shit happens sometimes, bro. It's like, I mean, shit. It's like with me and Joe Joyce. I thought that dude would be dominating for years, and look at what happened. Then got put to sleep.
You know, he's slow as molasses, man. That's the problem with him, bro. He's just so slow.
Look at this dude, Johnny Bratton, BBO. Look at him.
Yeah, Johnny got a pretty
Always
like
on
updated
balance,
style.
always ready to strike.
Yeah, he got a nice little modern bump to him. I see he on his toes a lot. He got his hands kind of low though.
Because he trying to draw a lead.
Oh, okay, trying to draw him in.
I just want you to see how fast the first punches he throws are, man. And how on balance he is. But Portuguese himself, he's a tough fighter. I don't have a lot of info on him, but he was definitely a solid contender in the welterweight division at that time.
Hey man, why do you think everybody pushing for Errol Smith to go in there and get decapitated by blood again,
man? His fans are delusional. They don't want to accept the fact that their fighter is just not that good. Yeah, that's about it.
Is he not that good?
I don't see what you could take from that first fight and how you could believe that Earl could have any success in this rematch.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right on that because the way what's funny, the way Bud beat him was just so convincing. It was just like almost like you don't deserve a rematch, man. Ooh.
See that shit?
Yeah, he's singing.
Line up that right hand for his motherfucking ass.
What got you in the
see
boxing,
Johnny?
Ooh, that's a nice body shot.
Like you see Johnny Bratton, he would have beat. Oh my god! If they ever put this man in the ring with Earl Spence.
You think Earl Spence is not as good as they say, or what do you think, man?
I think it's a mix of he's not as good as they say, and Bud Crawford is just a different level of technician, just a different level of fighter. I think it's a little bit of both. Because since the fight, when I really look at it in hindsight, there is no fucking way you can tell me that Earl Spence was top 3 pound for pound. And I've been going around to different people who were supporting Spence, and I've been asking them to explain that shit to me. I still haven't received a reasonable explanation all these fucking months later. Like that shit, he just wasn't as good as they said, bro. To me, if we really look at it, I mean, was Spence really that much better than Fulton? If we look at the accomplishments,
you can only fight who in front of you, Marky Dan. That's the thing, bro. He fought everybody in front of him. That's the thing. And see, I'll be honest. What got me was when Keith Thurman ducked him. Maybe, in my opinion, maybe I started overvaluing him a little bit because I thought so highly of Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman told Sean Porter and Floyd told Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, y'all beat Errol Spence, I'll fight you guys. And it's like, I like Errol Spence. I just think he's very limited because he's a Mexican fighter. And I mean, unless you Oscar, or maybe Chavez or Canelo or Salvador Sanchez, it's rare to be like a Mexican fighter that can, you know what I mean, hold up to all that. That slick black style is hard to beat, man. I just think it is, bro. Because I think see, I think you're looking at it a little bit harsh because I think nobody else can beat Errol like that. Just like I don't think anybody else can beat Deontay Wilder the way Tyson Fury did.
Uh, and that's fair to say, BBO. But that's why I also said it's a mix of both. It is a mix of people overrating Earl, and it is also a mix of Bud Crawford just being a different level of talent. So I'm not gonna say that. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, like Thurman will beat Spence or say some stupid shit like that, because Earl Spence, he's still a top. Well, I can't say a top welterweight anymore because he's not coming back, but I think he'd be a top 54 pounder when he gets up there.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I like how you're saying that now because you see what I'm saying. Earl beat everybody in front of him. And if you think about it, that's all you can do. You can't, let's just be honest here. I think Floyd Mayweather at 147 might stop Earl and Bud. But that's just me.
You said Floyd at 47 might stop Earl and Bud. Yeah, Earl and Bud.
Oh yeah. If put like this, if Floyd came in the way he did against Miguel Cotto versus Bud, he would stop Bud. The way Floyd was letting his hands go versus Miguel Cotto, I mean, rewatch that fight, Mark. You see what I'm saying? Floyd was letting his hands go, bro. And he said in that fight, that's like, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but styles make fights, BBO, and Cotto. If anything, Cotto showed me that Bud could have a lot of success against Floyd, particularly if he used his jab a lot more. Because I think, because if you look at that fight, Cotto was having a lot of success with his jab to the point where he even broke Floyd's nose. Well, no, not broke his nose, but he bloodied it. Bloodied it bad, and he was having a lot of success going late. I feel like Bud could have similar success, but I mean, it's a fantasy fight. I don't.
Think about how. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think Floyd will stop either of them at 147, because at that point when Floyd reached 147, his hands were already beginning to break down. I don't see it happening.
I just say like this. One thing about Floyd people forget is Floyd was a very stinging puncher, and I'm telling you, definitely maybe not stop for Bud because Bud is defensively responsible. But Earl Spence showed me that in a lot of fights he's not defensively responsible. And if you let Floyd hit you with that stinging punch enough on point, you going to bed, bro. You going to bed, man. I just think Floyd wasn't interested in knocking people out. But I think when he fought Victor Ortiz and when he fought Miguel Cotto, he really came in there on some I could stop you type stuff. And that's the thing I'm saying. If Floyd wanted to stop you, it'd be a little different. That's what I'm saying, bro. Salute to my brother Kareem Boxing News. I just think telling you, man, people don't realize how much of a persistent puncher Floyd was, man. I hate that his hands broke down like they did. Because I mean, you talk about a featherweight that went all the way to 147, bro. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was special.
I guarantee you, not one featherweight that we know now can go up to 147.
What'd you say, BBO?
I said I can guarantee there's not one featherweight right now that can go up to 147 and do what Floyd did.
I think Shakur could, but you gotta prove that. I mean, he still ain't fought nobody at 135 yet.
Man, you know if he get in the ring with Tio, man, he going to bed, bro.
Man, this nigga.
Telling you, bro.
You know what? You know what? I ain't even gonna say that's stupid because Tio is a good ass fighter. He can beat anybody on any given night. So I ain't
he's so athletic, bro. He's more athletic than Shakur, man. Yeah, man, he definitely could do it. I'm talking about now. Like I don't see Inoue going from like 122 all the way up to 147. Like Manny did. And I'll be honest with you, Kareem, I think Manny was on steroids, bro. I know people don't like to hear that, but I think he was, man.
You say you think he was on you say you think he was on the drugs?
Absolutely, man. I never seen a guy that small. I never seen a guy that small, man, come up and still be knocking fools out the way he was, bro. Like he obliterated Ricky Hatton. You remember that fight? He obliterated Ricky Hatton, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, when he
I don't know. For me, that's just to call somebody a drug cheat. That's a heavy jacket to put on somebody without, proof or paperwork. But I definitely agree with you. It is odd that a little nigga like that could move up from 105 all the way to 147 and still carry his power and speed. I don't know. I'm not in that man's body to know what's going on, but that's definitely curious.
I'm gonna tell you something funny about you saying that. Just think about this. Me and a lot, maybe not you, but me and a lot of people were shocked that anyway could box like that. Like we had heard about him knocking fools out, but I did not even know anyway could box like that. Did you know that he could box like that?
Yeah, I knew he could box like that, and I had to sit on here for 2 years and listen to fucking idiots tell me how wrong I was and how this nigga all he got is power. That's stupid shit.
What fight did you see him when you seen the power? I didn't see no fight that he showed that. I mean, that he showed that boxing off. I didn't really see that in any of his fights. He just was knocking everybody to sleep. I
It
seen that
was
he
the
was
Donaire fight, for
the
me at
first one.
least. Yeah, I mean, he made so many adjustments in that fight, and he was on the back foot, avoiding Donaire's big shots and still countering, all while having one of his eyes was shut, had blood going in it, and he's still able to think clearly and have mental stamina going late into a fight and be setting this nigga up. I've always oh Brandon, he's drunk. Oh shit, he's drunk.
You know, they would have stopped that now.
Yeah, they would have stopped it if this was today. That man drunk. Oh,
Look at my co-host D Free.
yo.
You know, it's funny you say that, man, because I think one person and my co-host D Free said this, bro. I think Robisi might give your boy anyway a nice fight. I don't think Robisi can beat him, but I think that'd be a great fight, man. Salute to my brother Boxing Scholar said, send this to Charlo, please. Send it to Charlo. I'm waiting for my refund, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'll probably never support the Charlos again. He said, tell him that's how you drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
LOL.
Let's do it, bro.
Bratton, as you know, was favored in the bout tonight. Yet there have been many underdogs who have come through here at the House of Upset. Johnny has fought both welterweight and middleweight.
I love how you said. You hear how you said at the House of Upset.
With amazing performances. Tonight he's meeting that sturdy left hooker in Portuguese. And the effects of that last round, ladies and gentlemen, may slow Johnny down in round 5 coming up.
Hey, but you know what's so funny? When he beat Cool Boy,
no games.
When he beat Cool Boy like that, bro, it was just like almost like art, man. I couldn't believe he was just that great, man. He looked like, now people don't believe it, but he reminded me of Sugar Ray Leonard, man, when he was fighting Cool Boy, man. That boy anyway, man. He's special.
Yeah, he's bro. And I've been telling people this for years, and it's like, I don't know, niggas, they want certain things to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? They want, I don't know, when they see a Japanese fighter, they just don't believe it. That this man's got this beautiful jab, that he's setting people up, that he has fast, beautiful footwork. I mean, them niggas gotta shut up now. So I mean, I don't really care no more. But yeah, he's different, bro. Yeah, they do, bro. Did you see all the bullshit that was coming out the week of the fight? Talking about the hand. Oh my god, bro. They were trying to give Fulton every excuse in the book.
What they said, he was stacking his hand wraps.
And BBO, bro, stacking his hand wraps. Oh, why you was complaining about the drug test? What reason he had, even though the motherfucker was still being randomly drug tested? Just dumb shit. And that nigga humiliated them.
What got me was
BBO, did you hear
had
what
no type of
he did the
chance.
day of the fight?
What he did?
He decided to agree to the terms for the gloves, and he laughed in Fulton's trainer's face while they were wrapping his hands. Laughed right in that motherfucker's face. Like, you really think these hand wraps is why I'm winning these fights? You about to find out, nigga.
I did
Hey,
see.
what he do? What the business is?
Kareem, what's up with
What's
you, bro?
up?
What up, BVO? I can't see who was on here. What's your name, bro?
My
This
name's
my
Marky
brother,
Dan.
Marky
What's
Dan.
good, bro?
You said your name Mark. What? What'd you say your
Marky
name
Dan,
was?
but yeah, you could call me Mark.
Oh, Mark. Okay,
Marky
okay.
Dan, but you could call me Mark, bro.
Oh, Mark you down.
That's how I'm gonna do you, Kareem.
Oh man, hey, you Cleveland niggas can't fight.
Oh man, he quit. Well, no, he ain't quit, but he knew he
No,
wasn't getting up.
no, he
Fuck
quit,
it.
bro. What you
Hey
talking? No,
man,
he quit, bro. He quit.
I
Talking
told I listen. I told everybody I was going for Stephen Fulton, but I said New Way was gonna stop him. I'm always going for the black man, but I'm gonna tell you who I think gonna win.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
Listen,
thought he
I
was
was
black
go-
when
That's
he was
real,
beating him
bro.
up. I
listen.
thought he
I
was.
was listen. I was going for Charlo, but I was telling everybody Canelo was gonna win. You
Without
know
him
what
count,
I'm saying?
he didn't even try, bro.
Fuck both of them niggas. That's just how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see neither one of them niggas fight again. Them niggas would never get a pay-per-view penny out of me ever again in my life. I don't care who they fight, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm streaming it. Fuck you talking about? Link, please. Fuck you talking about? I spent $85 for Charlo. That nigga didn't even try to fight at all. Like that nigga literally, as soon as the bell rung, the nigga was in survival
Survival mode.
mode. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was in survival mode as soon as the bell rung. The nigga didn't even throw no punches in the first round. Shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? That nigga a whole he was that nigga was acting like Adrian Broner, bro. Like Adrian Broner, one of my favorite fighters. I ain't trying to shit on him. But it's like the nigga wasn't letting his hands go. The nigga wouldn't even throw a punch. It's like the nigga was terrified of Canelo. Like he looked at his film, what he did to other niggas, like, oh, I can't beat this nigga. Just let him go ahead and get the check and not get knocked the fuck out like Amir Khan and rest of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt Charlo did us, and I need my $85 back. But go ahead.
Skywalker, what's up, brother? I'll say this, man. I think what happened with that was I don't know if you ever seen Amanda Serrano versus Ronda Rousey fight.
I don't watch females.
But the reason I bring that fight up is you could tell how much Amanda Serrano looked up to Ronda Rousey, and she just went in there and beat her to death. I don't know why I thought that was gonna happen with Charlo, man. But I'll just say this, man. Charlo he a good actor, man, because he's doing this for the culture and blah blah blah.
Hey,
All
that nigga's
that goofy talk.
not from Texas no more.
Yeah.
That nigga's not from Texas
I
no
don't
more.
fuck with that nigga at all.
Take
I
that
thought he
nigga ass, take his ass back to Louisiana. We is not claiming that nigga in Texas no more. He's not a Houston nigga. Okay.
Ain't that some
Look,
shit?
hey,
even though Earl got his ass whooped, Earl was fucking trying with everything he fucking had. He gave it everything he had. He just didn't have enough. That
yeah.
nigga Charlo
That's
didn't fucking
facts.
try. He didn't fucking try. Fuck Charlo.
Yeah,
And
I
fuck his
feel
big
like
brother.
I feel like the first 3 rounds I really feel like the first 3 rounds he was trying to
He was trying to
establish his
run.
game plan, but when he realized that his punches had no fucking power and nothing was really affecting Canelo, he just tried to survive.
He didn't throw
Yeah.
no punches
And it
in
wasn't
no
about winning.
rounds. What are you talking
That
about,
shit.
bro?
And that's the
It,
next fight.
No, I
Marky,
thought the first 3 rounds because no, I think that Charlo's best game plan was to stay on the outside and try and box, but the shit just wasn't working. So he
how
just
many
ran.
rounds? How many rounds did you give Charlo?
0. It was a, it
Zero.
was,
Yeah,
it
0.
was a
Yeah,
shutout. It
me
was a shutout.
too. Yeah, it was shut out for me too. It was
Yeah,
a.
it was a terrible fight, man.
Listen, I
I
couldn't
was
even
pissed
call it.
Canelo didn't
Listen,
knock him out, bro. I at least wanted to see the nigga go if he gonna act
e-
like that.
It's
e-
hard to knock somebody out that don't want to get knocked out.
even though it was a one sided fight, but it wasn't a one sided ass whooping. You know, it was just one nigga he was just doing enough to win. The other nigga was doing just enough not to, not to get knocked out.
Yeah. They stole some money, man. They stole some money. And off this next fight, salute to my brother Smoke, man. Hey,
Get the
I,
smoke.
I dropped a link in there too, Smoke, so you can pull up. Hey, announce the next fight, Marky Dan.
Here we have the main event of the evening. We got Kid Gavilan taking on Ralph Tiger Jones. This fight took place at Madison Square Garden on August 26, 1953, between Kid Gavilan of Cuba, the welterweight champion, and Tiger Jones of Brownsville, Brooklyn. Kid Gavilan was one of the is one of the pound for pound greatest fighters to ever live. His classy though violent fighting style and his famous bolo punch made him one of the most popular boxers of the 1950s. He will fight a prime Ray Robinson twice, losing once and drawing once in a highly controversial decision that many felt Gavilan was robbed. He would reign over the welterweight division for 3 years before drop. What you say? Well, anyway, he would drop.
He was robbed.
Anyway, let's start this shit.
Hey, Gavilan was robbed, bro. That was a straight up gift for Sugar Ray, bro.
Hey, I'm on here with the historian.
Man,
God
Gavilan is
damn.
my favorite fighter of all time, man.
I can't tell you one fighter from the 50s.
Yeah.
Y'all some historians for real.
Yeah, man.
You know what my favorite fighter of all time is? And people don't, I mean, not I ain't gonna say of
I
all time,
love
but
the
one of my
50s,
favorite
man.
fighters.
Kareem, that's to
Yeah.
me, that's the greatest era in boxing. These niggas were crazy back then.
Hey man, I can't tell you nothing about it, bro. Nigga, my grandpa wasn't even born in the 50s.
Shit, my grandpa wasn't born either.
Nigga, my great grandpa was probably born in the 50s.
Well, my grandma was born in the 50s. You a goofball. That dude said my great grandpa. This dude a fool, man. I'll say this though. You know my favorite fighter, man?
Oh,
I love Ken
kind
Norton,
of
man. I
fucked
wish
up
I could
family
play.
history.
Yeah, man. Everybody in my family have babies at 16.
My
Babies,
brother sick.
that's exactly what babies having babies, nigga.
Yeah, everybody in my family have kids at 16, bro. So
My man Smoke said 50s is when boxing went to TV. Yeah, pull up, Smoke. I dropped the link, bro. Hey, you know, Smoke is the one dude that beat me, pause, in a boxing debate, man.
man, shit, he probably the second nigga to beat you in the boxing debate.
No, he the only person that ever beat me, bro.
No. I was the first.
Oh man, I'll be smoking you, bro.
Boy, you don't be talking about shit.
Smoke is that debate champion. You don't want to fuck with a nigga like that.
My co-host D Freak took him apart, man, but Smoke beat me, so I can't say nothing.
Where D Free at?
I don't know. He was in the chat.
You
Huh?
said what?
I said, I don't know where he at today. He was in the chat, man. He's supposed to be. He might just be watching. I sent him the thing.
Yeah, man.
He said my mom was born in the 40s. Yeah.
Damn, boy. My mom was born in the
How old
70s. My mom was
Yeah,
born in like 72.
man. So that means definitely, I mean your that definitely mean your Your grandma and grandpa was in the 50s, dummy.
Well, I was just talking shit, bro.
GT Smoke, what's up, dog?
Yeah, what's up? I got my headphones on. Is my audio okay? Is it bad?
Oh,
It's
it's good. It's
bad,
It's a
good.
bro.
little
It's good.
bad.
I'm just fucking with you. No.
How you feeling, dog?
Yeah, man. Get
Hey, you know what's funny? I think Gatland always like got better fighting Sugar Ray, man. I think he just like stepped up to the stage, bro. Because he never looked as good as he did against Sugar Ray like he did against other people, bro.
Are those two black guys fighting?
yep.
Look, yeah.
Which one got the
Girl
white
in the
shorts?
white
Who's
shorts is
that?
Kid Gavilan.
I ain't never heard of that nigga. Who the other dude?
Gavilan is probably one of the best welterweights
This
to ever
was
live. Um, and yeah, he's the creator of Bolo Punch. That was popularized later by Roy Jones and Joe Calzaghe. That's that dude. He's nice with it. He's a
yeah.
if you like the way that Pretty Boy Floyd had through his combinations, then you see Kid Gavilan, you see where he got it from.
Hmm.
So did y'all
Boy, Kid
grow
Gavilan
up
was relentless.
watching these fights, or like is this something that y'all got into like when y'all got older?
You gotta rewatch it, man. I'll be
No, to
watching
be
it, to be
honest
honest
with
with you.
you, I don't really find much interest in like black and white fights because I'm so used to this 4K and shit, bro. Like I don't want to watch that shit. I can't even tell who's
It,
who.
Yeah,
it's
with me,
about
with me it's
it's
just
really just that
action
it's not so
fight.
much about the image, it's about the skills, right? Like these dudes
Yeah,
are better fighters. So if you want to see the best fights, then you're gonna have to get past the fact that it's not in the sharpest image.
yeah, that's a fact. I hate
Yeah,
that. I admit that.
Oh, you see that
cause,
polo?
I remember
Yeah.
like when I used to watch like old basketball film, especially like in the 80s and 70s and shit, bro. You can't really tell who is who damn near, bro. You know, they just like some black niggas running up and down the court.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You a goofball, but I tell you what, when I watch those Ken Norton fights, man, versus Ali, I swear they robbed Ken Norton all 3 times, bro. Like, gee, I would be pissed to get robbed 3 times, man.
I watched
Or 2 times, better yet.
I had watched uh Muhammad Ali fight a few times on YouTube. A couple times I fell asleep on this shit. Like I ain't gonna lie. When I be watching these, I go to sleep.
I didn't know he was tripping. Is
Yeah,
that Eddie Clark?
some of his fights, he got criticized because he wasn't one of those dudes that was just like trying to knock your head off like Sonny Liston, right? So
Yeah.
even his contemporaries were saying, like the fans, when he was fighting, they were like, "Well, that shit's boring. Like we want to see some destruction. They want to see somebody's. That's what people want to see."
And Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight, right?
Yes, sir.
And the heavyweight division back then was like 180.
No, 200
Mm,
plus two
Um,
hundred.
yeah, the
200.
era before that.
You said
No, but
what?
didn't
No,
Rocky
it's at
Marciano fight at
175. It's anything
185
over
or one?
175. Is
So the
anything over
heavyweight,
175.
so the heavyweight division
Yeah,
back then was 175. So they didn't even have
Anything over.
200 pounders.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali was 212 pounds, 220 pounds as much. He's 212 for most of his career. He's like Wilder Wilder.
Oh,
But
anything. So once you become 175, you consider heavyweight, and you could get us any weight that you want to.
yeah.
was 175. So 176 pounds was heavyweight. They didn't have cruiserweight back then.
That's
The
crazy.
cruiserweight division started in
That's
1980.
like that's crazy for one nigga be 176 fighting a nigga 220.
It's
yeah.
crazy as hell.
Wilder's a dude that's
He
212
had
fighting a guy who's
what's his
270.
name?
Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but that's just Wilder always fighting niggas is bigger than
two,
him. Like Wilder is a very small guy for a heavy division.
well, for
Wow.
a guy who's 6'6" or 6'7", however the hell tall he is, he's thin for how tall he is.
Well, he's
But he's not
he's just
particularly like
skinny.
small
Yo,
for
you
the
see
heavyweight
how
division.
this dude was, man.
Like he's skinny though.
Yeah, He got that range on you though. Those arms. It wasn't until he fought somebody with longer arms.
You know what always get me? You know what always get me smoke is when people be like when people say Tyson Fury could beat Muhammad Ali. Yeah, bro.
Nah, man, like he just knows a whole lot of old ass tricks that new guys don't know. But these tricks and more of them too.
Yeah. One thing that always made me laugh is Ali was the king of putting them gloves on your nose, man. Nobody ever called him out for that.
Hey, BBO, just so you
He
know,
said,
D Free
"No
cannot
what?"
see me in no damn debate. Get the hell out of here, bro. That's fucking that bullshit. I mean, listen, I'm not mad.
Uh
What?
oh,
What you say?
my co-host
Last
DB is done.
what you say?
The
Did
co-host
you
is
say? Did you say? Did you say I can't beat you in no debate? Because last time I checked, I believe I won the debate.
Smoke, you can't get quiet when you come in here, bro.
Yeah,
That boy
smoke. You
D
gotta
Free.
answer the smoke.
That boy D Free pull off like he Debo. Hey, that's my chain, punk.
Hey, you know my brother D3 is really a bully, man.
Hey man, my mama gave me that chain.
Hey, Smoke,
Nah,
where you at? Wow, my dude Smoke really disappeared on me.
Probably his connection. He'll be back.
Oh my God. So you pop up, that brother disappeared, man.
I don't think, to be honest with you, I only watched like Muhammad Ali fight like 3 times, but I couldn't see him beating Tyson Fury.
Yeah, he would beat him to death, man.
To be
Uh,
honest with you,
I have a
doing a
hard
rope
time
a dope or
imagining it
not doing a
too,
rope a
but
dope.
that second version of Ali, I think Fury will beat him. I just don't think you could lean on the ropes and stay stationary with a fighter like Tyson Fury. But
To be honest with you, I
Cassius
don't think the
Clay,
rope. I
that
don't think
motherfucker
rope
that
a
beat
dope will
Sonny
work with
Liston,
nobody in this era.
You talking about Ali and Fury?
Okay, so right, so Parkinson's Ali beat that. Like, yes, Tyson Fury beats Parkinson's Ali. Muhammad Ali, the best version of Muhammad Ali versus the best version of Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury does not win.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Like we talking about them in a prime. Like the Tyson Fury we see now is not the best version of Tyson Fury. That's the older version of Tyson Fury, and the Muhammad Ali that a lot of people know of or saw was an older version of Muhammad Ali. The Muhammad Ali that fought Foreman and a Tyson Fury that fought Vladimir Klitschko. Those two fighters, Muhammad Ali beats Tyson Fury every day.
And the Muhammad Ali that bought Foreman is the guy after the 4 year layoff that came back to boxing. The guy
Yeah,
that fought Sonny Liston beats the entire dog shit out of Tyson Fury.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Tyson
a
Fury,
fact.
Tyson, because a lot of people got to remember Tyson Fury.
yep.
He was a boxer. He wasn't a guy that just laid around and lay on you and stuff like that. He was a boxer. That's what a lot of people know Tyson Fury as being a 6'9" heavyweight that was able to box. So nah, he wouldn't be able to beat no Muhammad Ali. Not Muhammad Ali in his prime.
Yeah, I see that. I think people just forget how great Muhammad Ali was, man. Because I mean, this dude put out the division so thoroughly that Mike Tyson didn't really have nobody to fight. I don't think people realize that. A lot of that had to do with Ali, man. Same thing with Larry Holmes. I mean, the nigga Ali killed. He just cleaned the divisions off thoroughly, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I always fought Ali for that Leon Spinks fight, though, man. There's no way you should lose to a guy with that few fights, bro. That shouldn't happen.
I mean, it's the sport of boxing. It's always going to be like a lot of times. I'm not even going to say that the guy was cheating, when they get caught on PEDs, because a lot of times these guys are taking PEDs that are not on the list, and then all of a sudden Bada finds out about it and they put it on the list. So these guys are taking stuff that they was always taking, not knowing that it's on the list now, and they pop dirty.
Yeah. I'm
So
just saying,
I ain't gonna say they don't be trying to cheat, but some of them they literally get caught by doing something that they always been doing that was never on the list, and now all of a sudden it's on the list, but they was always doing it before.
Well, so what would they be taking like to get them busted like that?
What would you said? What would be the what?
What would they be taking? Because like you just eat regular food, and then like so, what are you taking in your body that
No,
could?
it could be it's like it could be something like, okay, say you always drink a Red Bull before you go out there and fight. It's something in that ingredients of a Red Bull that Vada said, okay, you can't have this in your system, but you always drunk a Red Bull. It's not really doing anything. It's just giving you some energy for a short period of time. But that ingredient that's in the Red Bull is now illegal. So you drink that, and then all of a sudden you pop dirty the day after the fight, or the before
I
the
think
fight. You take a drug
caffeine
test before the
period is
fight.
illegal before a fight.
I'm just using it as an example. I'm not saying that something that actually happened. I'm just using it as an example. But
Yeah, right.
you could be drinking a Red Bull before you go out to a fight, get you pumped up or whatever. Red Bull, we all know it gives you energy. And all of a sudden, it's something in that Red Bull that body say, you know what, we can't allow this to be in a fighter's system when they're going out there to fight. And you drink
Well,
that Red Bull, and then all of a sudden you pop dirty. You wasn't doing nothing to try to gain advantage. You were just getting something to pump you up. It was a
okay,
Red
so
Bull. People
listen,
drink Red Bulls all the time.
listen. I'm not the boxing expert, so I'm asking you. So when they update it, they don't get them like no email or no alert or none of this shit to
Yeah,
let
they
them
they
know.
they
Yeah,
give it they
of
give it to
course.
everybody. Yeah, they give it to everybody. But when I say that list long as shit, some boxers don't take the time to read everything that's on that fucking list. They should, because what you're once you get that email, you're liable now. So you should. But I'm gonna tell you, I know, because I'm a human. I get a motherfucking list every month. What's on that goddamn list? I'm like, okay, yeah, y'all read that shit. I'm not reading that shit. I read this shit every fucking month. That list long as fuck. I'm not reading that shit. So I understand. You might say, you know what, I'm not gonna read this list. And it might be something on there that they just put on there that wasn't on there
I,
before. So it's
well,
it's it's on you to read it.
that's a fact, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. I'm a little disappointed in this whole Tyson Fury fight. This dude that duck John Jones, man. I think that's a
you talking about
travesty, bro.
Francis Ngannou?
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
stupid fight to me.
no,
I
I don't really
don't.
care. I ain't really that disappointed by it no more, BBO, because it's like he's gonna fight Usyk in December. It's like I don't even care no more.
So he say, man, Tyson Fury
If
lied a lot,
if he
bro.
if he fight Usyk in December,
That's
I
if
didn't.
he
Even,
fights Usyk
Yeah,
in
that's a
December,
big if. That
I
you're
didn't.
right. That's a big if. I ain't putting my hopes and dreams on Tyson Fury. That's for fucking
because you
sure.
got because you got to think about it. Since when Tyson Fury fought back to back this close, you're about to
Mm.
fight, and then you turn around fighting 3 months later. That's a big stretch. I ain't never seen Tyson Fury fight that close back to back.
So do y'all?
Well, I think he definitely underestimating Francis Ngannou. He thinking he's gonna get through that fight without any injuries or nothing like that. But I mean, we're
Oh
gonna
shit!
see.
No, it's not even
They
3 months. It's 2 months later. He fighting this month, and then December is 2 months later.
Yeah, because he's fighting
I,
this October.
Yeah, he
I
not he not
never.
fighting. He not fighting in December, though. He not fighting in December. He's not fighting
I
in December.
don't. To I didn't even know who Francis Ngannou was until they talking about Tyson Fury. I never even heard of this guy before.
Y'all
He's
got
the
to
hardest punch.
remember, right?
That
Y'all got to
motherfucker is
remember.
nothing to play with.
Yeah, y'all got to remember. We
He a
don't
punk, man.
know if Tyson Fury is going to take any damage in this. So what if he takes some damage? He might win the fight, but he takes some damage. He's not fighting it in 2 months. He's not fighting again in 2 months.
You think a UFC fighter? Well, most UFC fighters keeps their hands low, and you think a UFC fighter will beat Tyson Fury? Which I don't know because I never seen Francis Ngannou fight. Because I don't watch UFC at all.
I don't care if you're a
I
UFC
don't think.
fighter, if you're a street fighter, if you're a bare knuckle boxer, if you able to land a punch and it's the right punch, it don't matter what kind of fighter you are. Francis Ngannou can punch. Now he might not. He ain't no boxer, but the man can punch. All it takes is for him to land the right shot.
That's for sure.
So I'm not gonna say that Francis Ngannou will win, but I can see Tyson Fury taking some punishment. I can see him taking some punishment because Tyson Fury, he's gonna try to keep the jab out there, but if that jab ain't doing nothing to Francis might say, man, fuck the jab. I'm just gonna go in there and try to beat his body up.
Yeah. You know, Big Daddy Bo has been saying that for like the last few years.
By a nigga like Francis, some shit's gonna happen to you.
Man,
so this ain't gonna. I don't think it's gonna be no easy fight for that nigga.
He's a coward.
He's just gonna walk all over him,
bro. He's a coward. Bro.
I don't
He's
know
scared
about
of John
that.
Jones. He's scared of John Jones, bro. He left the whole company not to fight John Jones. What are you talking about, Marky? Like that dude's a coward, bro. Fight John Jones, man. Why are you trying to fight a champion, bro? Why don't you fight John Jones?
I think a small part of it had to do with John Jones, but I think another part of it had to do with Dana White because he said he wasn't coming back to the UFC. So I think a small part of it had to do with John Jones, but I think the bigger part was Dana White.
Oh, okay.
No, I think the biggest part of it was Francis Ngannou estimating his value. He thought that because the UFC wasn't paying him what he wants, he could go to other promotions like ONE FC and Bellator or PFL and get even more money. And what he found out was he's not that big of a commodity.
Right.
So now he's over here in boxing trying to skim some money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more so Dana White. Dana White is not paying those fighters, and a lot of those fighters are making a lot of money for the UFC, and that's why we seeing more and more UFC fighters coming over to the sport of boxing and trying to fight Jake Paul and any other former fighters because they know that's where the money at. The money is in boxing. It's not in the UFC. Now UFC got a big following, but Dana White is not paying those fighters.
But you saying that, but I always hear him. He always paying John Jones like $19 million a fight. So I don't know. Is it just John Jones that's making money?
That's
John Jones and Conor McGregor.
That's what you just said. That's John Jones.
No, I'm asking.
These are
serious.
big motherfucking sellers. Francis Ngannou, I think he's only ever did one pay-per-view with the UFC and they didn't do that great. So I don't know. These dudes, they overestimate themselves. They're not huge stars. If any of these guys left the promotion and did their own solo act, nobody would show up. And I stand on that shit, my nigga. Like, these dudes are
John
not that
Jones.
popular.
Yeah, John Jones
they get from Dana White.
Yeah, John Jones and Conor McGregor are the two biggest paid UFC fighters, and I believe in UFC history. I think they're the two biggest paid fighters in UFC history. Though even the guys like Chuck Liddell and all of them, they wasn't getting paid a lot of money. Now they made a couple of million in certain fights, but they wasn't getting paid a lot of money that they should have been getting paid. Because they didn't want to put UFC on the map.
Yeah, they built the company.
Chuck Liddell, Rampage Jackson,
Tito,
Tito, Randy Couture, all those guys. They the one that put UFC on the map. That's when UFC was real big, when everybody was watching those guys. That's when it was real big. That's when it was at the highest point when those guys was fighting. They put it on the map. But those guys wasn't getting paid. Them guys would be lucky if they came out with a $500,000 paycheck off a big UFC fight. They wasn't getting paid like that.
I'm just saying, like Dana White be saying he got money. He don't got money for him, but the dude always find $10 million for John Jones. That's what I'm saying.
You got to understand. Up until
that nigga
recently,
Dana White is smart.
Yeah, up until recently,
like these UFC belts, Well, go ahead, D. My bad.
No, I want to say up until recently, UFC was doing a pay-per-view every single month that was doing at least 1 million pay-per-view buys, at least 1 million every
Oh,
single
okay.
month, regardless of who the fighter was.
Mm,
Every single month they was
nah,
doing like
that's
a
not.
no. All you gotta do is go back and look at UFC. Go look at all of the UFC fights that they did prior to last year and this year. Look at all of those. They were doing 1 million because they were sitting there talking about how UFC is about to put boxing out of business because everybody's going over to the UFC. Everybody's watching UFC. They was doing 1 million pay-per-view buys. That's why they
Nah,
got
but they
mad at.
wasn't
They
doing
got
that every. No, I agree with you. They were doing those for certain fighters, but they wasn't doing that every event because sometimes
no,
they'd have the flyweights, the main events, and them
no, no,
niggas
no.
would
I'm talking
barely
about
get 200,000 buys. So
no. I'm talking about the big pay-per-views. That like those smaller events. Those wasn't the big pay-per-views. I'm talking about every month they was putting on a big pay-per-view, and them joints was doing 1
yeah,
million.
the UFC whatever's the UFC 240s, 250s. Yeah, they'd put the
Yeah,
flyweights on, and them niggas would suck.
yeah.
I don't know. Every it's like we say in boxing. Every fight has its own economy. It's really the same for the UFC. Conor and John Jones and Habib. It's really only a certain few guys that could draw that many eyes to their events.
But John Jones is so inactive, man. That's the thing. I don't understand how he got the money for Johnny. That's all I'm saying.
They got the money for John Jones because John Jones signed a contract for the money that he's going to get. That's how they got the
Oh,
money for John Jones.
oh, they got a
Like,
guarantee. Okay, I
yeah,
didn't know he got a
yeah. The
guarantee.
UFC signed you to a contract.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not you don't you get a certain amount of. They tell you, okay, you fight this person, this you're going to get this amount of money. It's not you make a fight and we're paying you this. No, you already know what your money is going to be. You already know what your money is going to be. They pay you a certain amount. And when you fighting a big fight, you getting this amount of money for a big fight. You fighting a bullshit fight, you getting this amount of money for a bullshit fight. They already know what their money is. That's why they do so many pay-per-views because Dana White is getting all that money. All that money is going to Dana White. He already know how much he's paying his fighters before the fight even happened. He know how much he's paying.
Hey,
Oh,
I
they
got
don't
a
get no
question
back
real
end. Oh,
quick.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Hey, I got a question real quick. Is Devin Haney and Regis Progress gonna be pay per
Yes, it
view?
is. Yes, it
Yeah,
is. It's a pay-per-view on DAZN. Yes, it is.
Man,
for
I
no
don't think that's
reason.
pay per view worthy. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not.
Um, I,
Like,
I, I,
I'm
I mean,
interested in a fight. I'm definitely interested in a fight, but pay per view is pushing it. Like that
I
shit shouldn't
mean,
be no more than $29.99.
technically, it's pay per view whether the zone would have put it on pay per view or not because you got to buy the zone to get it. Either way, you got to buy the zone to get it. So
I'll probably get the bitch for 30 days. Cancel that
yeah,
shit.
I mean, but me personally, I don't believe it's a pay per view worthy fight. It's like Keith Thurman and Mario Barrio. That's the type of fight it is. That shit didn't deserve to be on
Like
pay per view, but they put it on pay per view anyway.
Have Regis Progress ever fought on pay per view?
Nope.
Nope.
And Devin
Regis
Haney
and
just
Haney,
fought on pay per view for the first time. He just
So
fought on
you
pay per
telling
view.
me Regis Progress never fought on pay per view, and then Devin Haney, one of the most boring fighters active right now, is on pay per view.
I,
I
I
mean,
I put it like this. I don't know what they believe Regis was going to bring to the table far as a pay per view because I mean let's be honest. Devin Haney was just on pay per view with Lomachenko, and Lomachenko has a bigger name than Devin Haney and Regis Prograis put together, and that shit only did 150,000 pay per views.
And I really don't
So
like. I don't really like dealing with the Zone app and shit. It's that shit janky as hell.
yeah, I
Like
mean
I
it's
like
like I
I
don't know.
like when shit on Showtime. I just press the button on my phone 2 times, and the fight is ordered, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit over
Yeah,
with.
I can tell you this right now. I don't. I'm kind of skeptical in buying it because I bought the Joan pay per view for Tank and Ryan, and I couldn't see the fight and literally until the second round of the Ryan fight. I mean of the fight of the main event.
Why
I
you
literally
even buy
didn't.
it on
I didn't.
Showtime?
I didn't buy it on Showtime because at the time, I think something happened with my cable, and I couldn't pull up my Showtime for some reason. Something happened. I don't know what. I think I can't remember exactly what happened with my cable. Something was going on with my cable. I couldn't pull up the Showtime, so I had the Zone on my phone. So I went
Yeah,
ahead and just
I use the app. I got the
no. I said
Showtime app.
I don't have the Showtime app. I have the actual Showtime on my on YouTube TV. Something happened. I couldn't pull up the Showtime for some reason. I forgot what happened, but I had the Zone on my phone, so I just went ahead and bought it on the Zone. And I didn't see none of the card until the second round of the main event. Luckily, because I had bought it and I couldn't see nothing, luckily I was able to stream it for the first set of fights. I was able to see it because I streamed it because I couldn't pull that shit up. I'm like, dog, I just paid motherfucking $100. Well, not $100. I paid $60 because I already had the Zone. So I paid like $60. And that was another thing. They told everybody that it was $60 on the Zone and Showtime is paying $85. So people went over to the Zone and get it, not knowing that you got to buy the Zone first, and then you can buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wait, so I got so with the Devin and Regis, I got to buy the app.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that is the same thing for that fight. I know with the Tank and Ryan, that's what it was.
Not because the Zone. When had the last time the Zone you put on a good bout? I can't even remember.
The last time that they put on a good fight, it's been a minute.
And then and I'm not talking about no co promotion with Golden Boy neither. I'm talking about just them.
It's been a minute because you got to remember the Zone.
They had that Lee Wood versus
who
fucking Lara card fight. That was a pretty good.
But that wasn't. Yeah, that fight was a good fight. Like a lot of people didn't know who Lee Wood was and didn't know who his opponent was. I still don't
know who that nigga is.
No, that fight was a hella fight because Lee Wood was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
He got dropped like 2 or 3 times in that fight, but he ended up knocking that nigga out the ring the last round. Caught that man with a
crazy
nice
fight,
shot,
Kareem. If
knocked
you
him
ever
out
get a
the
chance,
ring.
go look that fight up between Lee Wood and Michael Conlon.
That was a good ass fight. I would admit, I didn't know who Lee was up until that fight. I didn't know. I never saw him fight. I knew who he was. I never saw him fight. But that was a good ass fucking fight. That Lee Wood was getting his ass whooped, and he came back in the last round, and they were like, "You need a knockout. You lose it." He got dropped like 2 or 3 times. They were like, "You need a knockout." And this nigga literally went out there and knocked this man out the ring. The dude landed on his head.
Out the fucking ring.
Oh, they didn't even show him at the daggone decision. They took his ass straight to the hospital. He was in the hospital reporting that he was fine and he'll be back in the ring soon. The man went straight to the hospital. He landed on his
head first on the concrete ring apron or something.
It was head first on the concrete.
It was the way how you just dropped out that ring.
Yeah,
I seen Camille Fulton calling him out, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, he hit him with like a body shot and like an uppercut. When he hit him with the body shot, his body was going through the ropes, and then he caught him with an uppercut and knocked him all the way out the ropes. And he went head first down into the concrete. It was nothing out there. Like normally you have the commentator's table right there. It was nothing there. He went straight to the ground and hit head first on the concrete.
Hey, I know you was rolling, Free. I know you was rolling.
You know, at the beginning of the year, you know how they release all the fights that they got planned for the year or whatever.
Yeah.
So they released like the PBC card. That shit was fire. But when they released the Zone fights, I didn't know. Now the only people I knew on them was the females.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Zone. Y'all got to remember what the Zone is.
And that's not even a good thing because I don't even watch females box. Like the only time I might tune into a female box unless it's Clarissa Shields or my baby Alicia. That's it. Rather than that, I'm not watching a whole fight. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got to remember what the Zone is. The Zone is a UK broadcasting station. That's what it is. And so it was brought to the United States so they could showcase their UK fighters. So that's why
Man, nobody want to see them niggas.
a lot of times you'll see a bunch of fighters on it that you don't know because they're UK fighters.
Yeah, I'm talking about. It was. I think they released like 10 fights. I ain't the only person I knew was Amanda Serrano and the girl she was fighting.
Yeah, McCalla Mayer.
Oh well, never mind. I just knew Amanda Serrano.
Yeah. Most of I put it this way: the zone most popular fighters are the females. They got a few like a couple of the fighters from Golden Boy, and then they got AJ, but majority of their popular fighters are the females.
Yeah, they got all of them. But
Yeah,
I heard
Katie Taylor and
Alicia Bond gonna trying to get out of there though.
Oh, and Katie Taylor, that's what it was. It was
Yeah,
Madison Serrano, Katie Taylor.
Katie Taylor. Yeah, I know Katie
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah,
So
that's what it was. It was Katie Taylor.
who is Clarissa Shields with?
Carissa Shields is with DeJohn as well.
Okay.
Ish. She is. You're right.
She got some
with
type of creative deal. She got some type of deal where she can kind of do her own thing on the zone.
That's a typical deal. I think she got the same type of deal AJ got, because AJ was able to still go over and fight on Sky Sports after he signed his DAZN deal.
I don't know why Devin Haney pushed Lomachenko like that just to go out there and get his ass whooped.
He like you. He was fronting, bro.
I said I don't know why Devin Haney pushed him like that just to go out there and get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy to me? I remember when people were saying, "Oh, Devin Haney trying to be like Tank." I was like, "Nah, I don't see it." But after he pushed Lomachenko, I said, "Oh yeah, this nigga trying to be like Tank."
I think he took on that. I don't have no proof. I don't have no proof. This is my assumption. I think his father might have talked to him and told him to take on that bad boy persona because
what the fuck you say?
The good boy, and they saw Tank getting all this publicity because of his persona. He was in trouble a lot.
I don't even necessarily think it's that deep.
I'm telling you, because you gotta look at.
Stop, y'all keep talking, huh? You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up, huh?
Vegas, and he was a dude that went to school, never got in trouble. All he did was go in the ring and fight. That was his persona.
To be honest with you, just gotta be who you are, bro. Just
for whatever
be who you
reason,
are, bro.
everybody. It feels like anytime I talk to any fan base, whether it be the Mexicans, Tanks fans, Shakur, everybody hates Haney. Like I never seen a dude like this that just nobody don't like him. So I feel like in that moment he just tried to lean into the heel role. Because I mean, no matter what he do, nobody don't like that nigga. It's crazy.
I think a lot of people don't like Devin Haney, which is a lot of them don't like him because of his father, which I believe that's wrong. Because if you don't like him because of what his father is doing, that has nothing to do with Devin Haney. That's
See,
you not like it.
It look like to me. It look like he got a damn good father. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying they don't like what his father be. What his father be talking.
24.
Like a lot of people don't like the way Bill Haney be talking and he do this and he do that. Whether you like it or you don't like it, that's no reason to like or dislike Devin Haney. You like Devin Haney or you don't like Devin Haney because of the fighter in the ring. And me personally, I like Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney. He's not my favorite fighter, but I like him.
I like Devin Haney and Tank and Shakur Stevenson. I like T.O. too. You know,
I like all those guys. I just don't like. I don't like that.
But it's like I'm still picking Tank to knock all them niggas the fuck out.
You like T.O.? You like T.O. 3?
I
I like T.O. because
Yeah, we
T.O.
like
BBO,
T.O. We not in love with him like you, BBO.
BBO.
I
I
like
told you.
T.O. because he's not afraid to take upon the best fighters. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear what you said. Free, my
T.O.
bad.
I
You
told
said
you.
I'm
T.O.
tanking
is not
you.
afraid to take upon the best fighters.
BBO, I told you before, I don't think that T.O. is without skills or none of that. I told you we was all pulling for T.O. when he fought Lomachenko. Everybody that I know of was pulling for T.O. We
I put
started
some
looking
money
at
on that
T.O.
shit.
We started looking at T.O. funny when it came to Devin Haney and that nigga started acting funny. He didn't want to fight Devin Haney.
They
That's when
start
we
talking about
started
he
looking at him funny.
undisputed.
Hold on, Kareem. I can't hear him, bro. He said he did what?
He started acting funny and he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. That's when we stopped rocking with T.O.
But
because
didn't
he
he
was
pull up on Devin Haney? I'm not even joking. I'm serious. Didn't he pull up on
he
Devin
did
Haney?
not. No, he did not. Devin Haney pulled up on him. Devin
Oh,
Haney
that was
pulled up
after
on
his
him.
fight. That was after his fight. That was
Yeah,
after T.O.'s fight.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
that
didn't
was a
like how arrogant he was. Like everybody
Who?
was beneath him when he got
Who?
them
Devin
belts. Like,
Haney?
nah, bro.
T.O.
No, I'm talking about T.O. Yeah, he
Exactly.
was running around with
BB
everybody's name in his mouth.
No, hold up. BBO know exactly what we talking about. He just trying to make it seem like we talking about that. He know exactly
Yeah, I
what we
know.
talking about.
No, I don't. I'm just being serious. I really didn't know what y'all was saying. That's why I was asking.
I'm just saying he should
So
have
you don't
he
remember
should have
T.O.
fought Devin
calling
Haney
Wilder
for undisputed.
a bitch for making excuses after the Wilder
Man,
after the Fury fight?
bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Wilder, a lot of people don't like Wilder, man. Wilder is a goofball, man. A lot of people don't like Wilder, bro. Like he's not a
Who?
likable guy. A lot of people don't like Deontay.
I'm still rocking with Wilder.
No, I'm talking about
No,
other boxers. I'm not talking
Wilder.
about us as fans. I'm just saying a lot of people
no.
don't like Wilder because how he moves.
No,
I mean,
a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like Wilder because Wilder ain't afraid to say the shit that they thinking. That's why they don't like Wilder. Wilder ain't afraid to say the shit that they thinking. They don't have the balls to say it. Wilder don't give a fuck. He say what he want to say, and a lot of people don't like that because Wilder is unapologetic. He's gonna say what he feel.
To this
That's why
day.
they don't like him.
I'm just saying, like I get what y'all saying about Tio. I thought Devin Haney and Tio was gonna fight, to be honest with y'all. I don't know why the fighting happened at 135.
I never thought that fight was gonna happen.
I knew it wasn't gonna happen because Tio didn't want it.
But
Tio
see
didn't
that,
want it.
but you say that, but he fought Richard Coleman and Nakatani in Loma, so I don't know why he wouldn't fight Devin.
No,
So
I'm gonna
he
tell
can
you
fight
why.
Devin Haney undisputed.
No, he didn't want to fight Devin. He told everybody when he lost to Cambosa, he said they took that fight from me because they knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop all the belts so it make it harder for Devin to become undisputed. That's what he said. He
That's
wasn't
true.
going to fight it. He wasn't going to fight him.
Okay,
He said that out of his own mouth.
I did hear that. So okay, I see what you're saying.
He wasn't trying to fight Devin. He was scared of Devin. I don't know why, but he was scared of Devin.
I don't think he. Come on, so he's scared of Devin, but he's not scared of Josh Taylor. Come on, bro.
Dog, listen what I'm telling you. If there's a fighter out there that you believe you can beat, you're not scared of him. You believe you can beat. Why wouldn't you go get that money? I keep telling you, if there's easy money out there, why would you not go get the easy money? I don't know nobody that don't want to get easy money. I don't know nobody like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know nobody that don't want to get easy money. If there's easy money, I'm going to get easy money all day. Like me and my wife, we do the delivery business together. My wife always looking for the big money. I'm looking for the easy money. I'm not looking for the big money. I'm looking for the easy money.
Yeah.
I feel you. I've been saying, I'll be feeling like, and this is just be me. I feel like a lot of times that dude Tio and and Shakur, they try to give you the fights, man. It's just that they don't always get them. But I've seen Tio really take on some tough fights, man. The Sandor Martin fight, I mean, that was real questionable because he got knocked down twice, it looked like, and they didn't count it. But I mean, other than those fights, man, I think he really did fought some bad foes, bro.
I'm gonna put it this way.
But even Sandor Martin, that's a good opponent to have on your resume. That's a dude that spoils a lot of dudes' nights.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it like this.
He gave
Tio, he sparred Devin Haney a couple of times. He knows what Devin Haney can do. He knows how difficult Devin Haney can be in the ring and all that. He's never sparred Josh Taylor. He just saw Josh Taylor from the outside looking in. And he looked at Josh Taylor in the last couple of fights that he had and was like, I believe I can beat Josh Taylor. I believe it's an easier fight than fighting Devin Haney. That's how he looked at. He looked at those fights and believed that those fights were easy. That's why he took the Kambosos fight. He believed Kambosos was an easier fight than fighting Devin Haney. So he took the Kambosos fight.
I've never seen nobody make Josh Taylor look like that, but I get what you're saying. Because Devin Haney is kind of tricky. I mean, he's long, strong kid. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think that Teo's boxing ability is a little bit better than Devin. That's just me though. Because Devin don't have a real trainer. That's the thing I think that holds Devin back. He don't got a real trainer, man. Like,
like I said, it all depends.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say it all depends on what you're looking for in a boxer. That's what I said. When people say, "Oh, this person's pound for pound," that person, that's all subject to opinion. That all depends on what you consider of a good fighter, what you consider of a bad fighter. So when they say, "Oh, this person is pound for pound," yeah, that's your opinion. He's pound for pound. I'm not gonna argue with you. That's your opinion, but that's not who I have on my pound for pound. Or he might not be ranked at that position on my pound for pound because those are all subject to opinion. So. I don't. It all depends on what you're looking for.
Hey, D-Free.
Yeah.
I had that nigga Trello on my pound for pound list. I took that nigga off so fucking quick.
I could see some people taking him off.
No, take his ass off. He didn't even come to fight.
No, I could see some people taking him off, but I wouldn't take him off because he lost to Canelo. Now I can see. Okay, people say, okay, I took him off because he didn't come to fight. That I mean, everybody have their own opinion. I understand that everybody have their own opinion. But if Canelo is ranked, I don't know what your pound for pound is. I'm just using it as an example. Say Canelo is ranked number 3, and you had Charlo ranked number 2, and Canelo did what he did in that fight. Does that warrant for Charlo to be off the pound for pound or drop on the pound for pound? Me personally, I think he should drop. I don't think he necessarily has to be taken off. I think he should drop. But I understand because he didn't. I believe he didn't come to fight. He just came to get a payday, which that's what it looked like. I understand if you take him off, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he should be off.
Have you ever heard that song? He's a runner. He's a track star. That nigga running for his life, man. Listen, I'm from Dallas. I'm from Oak Cliff. I'm from same area Earl Spence from. If Earl Spence would have did that same bullshit against Terrence Crawford, I swear I'll be the biggest
Oh, he broke up.
I'll say this though. I feel like no matter what, man. I feel like no matter what, man, we got to get that dude Teal credit for taking some really tough fights, man. Like some real tough fights, man. Like I'll be honest. Tank is all about the money, which I don't understand. Floyd got a reason to be like that. I don't see why Tank's like that. That's the part I'm saying. For that always confused. Yeah. They did Floyd dirty, man. Boxing really turned their back on Pretty Boy Floyd. So when he came back as money Mayweather, I wasn't mad.
I don't think boxing turned their back on Floyd. I think it was a lot of the media. I don't think it was boxing, not the boxing fans. It was more so media because the boxing fans love Floyd. They love Floyd.
I'm just saying how bad they would talk about him is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the media. I don't think it was the boxing fans. I think it was the media. And you got to remember, at that time when Floyd was fighting, we didn't have social media like we got now. So people would listen to ESPN and they would go by whatever ESPN said. And so a lot of people took what ESPN said as the gospel and they ran with it because they didn't know anything else. All they knew is what ESPN said. So a lot of people took that and ran with it. But if you follow Floyd Mayweather and you looked at and you see everything that's going on, you wouldn't have believed what ESPN said because you knew what Floyd Mayweather was really about. So that's why I said I think it was the media that was putting Floyd down. It wasn't so much the fans; it was media.
Hey, D Free.
Yeah.
So I got another question for you.
What's that?
So what year did like people like us get on YouTube and start talking boxing?
I would say like the 2000. I want to say like 2000, between 2009 and 2015 is when people started coming on YouTube and started doing boxing channels. That's when a lot of people started coming on YouTube doing boxing channels, because all of the people that I see that's on YouTube now doing boxing channels, and when I go back and look and see where they started covering boxing on YouTube, it was somewhere around 2009 and 2015 is when a lot of these channels came around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think what YouTube came out around like 2008.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these people started coming on around 2009. Once they realized you could have your own channel and be somewhat of like a media figure on YouTube. That's when people started doing stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Dirk, yo, what's up, bro?
What up?
How you been, man? I ain't seen you. You been high now, man, since
That's
your boy
Merc.
Cool Boy got knocked out.
That's the
Since
boy
who
on the
got knocked
streets.
out?
Since your boy Cool Boy got knocked out, you been high now, man.
Nah. I was wrong about that one, you know.
Did he wake up
Can't be.
yet?
Did you put some money on it?
No, hell no. I thought no, for real though. I went. I picked Cool Boy to win, but I thought that was a 50-50 fight. I was going towards it
Hell,
with my heart, and then my head.
I told you that wasn't no 50-50 fight. The Chinaman beat the Philly cheesesteak out of him, man. I don't
Nigga,
give a
he
fuck, bro.
Japanese, man. But
That's
yeah,
that thing, bro.
he's special, bro. And I got nothing bad to say about it anyway. He is everything they say he is and more. So there you
I
go.
knew I knew that was a 90-10 fight. I I didn't give Stephen Foe no chance of beating that man.
I just think like, but what shocked me was the speed gap. It's not so much the skill gap; it's a speed gap. Because there was one moment in the fight where Fulton timed him perfectly with a hook, and this nigga somehow, I don't know, he got some crazy ass reflexes. He got out the way and hit him with a hook of his own.
Yeah, I think that surprised Fulton as well. He didn't realize how quick Inoue was.
Yeah,
I believe he knew the power was there. Everybody knew that the power was there, and that was my whole question. I said, Cool Boy can possibly outbox Inoue, but I don't know if he could keep Inoue off him because Cool Boy didn't have power like that. So I
the,
don't know if he
bro,
could keep him off of him.
it was too much to overcome, bro. He's he's got the power advantage over you, the speed, and dare I say the skill gap too. So like,
I didn't know he could box
Stephen
like
had
that, bro. I mean,
yeah,
I know
Stephen ain't had
Murky
shit
Dan
for him,
said
bro.
that.
He
Murky said that, but
he's
I didn't
top
see
three
that.
most skilled fighter in boxing, no doubt about it. For anyway,
I wouldn't say top three.
nah, I
Who,
would, bro.
who
I
your
would
top
say
three? Who your top three, Free?
Him, Shakur, and Bud Crawford.
Definitely not Shakur, bro. The Puerto Rican is not
Yo,
Shakur.
definitely Shakur, the real
He's
boogeyman.
not. He's dude. Tio beat the brakes off of him. What are you
Bro,
talking?
T.O. is tailor made for Shakur Stevenson. We know that nigga struggles with boxers.
He's a
Motherfucker couldn't
great
even handle
boxer.
Sandor Martin.
He's a great
So
boxer,
so
bro.
you hold on. So hold on. You said him, Shakur, and Bud Crawford. So you believe Inoue is more skilled than Tank Davis?
Absolutely.
From
Yes. If
what
they
skill?
were for one, in a way fights all kinds of styles. He don't just fight one type of flat footed Mexican. No disrespect to the Migos out there. But in a way has fought all kinds of styles. Tank fights a tailor made opponent for him to make him look good so he can sell pay-per-views.
See,
Regardless of what styles they fought in the ring, what
Yeah.
skill does Inoue have that is so much
In a
better than
way,
Tank Davis?
in a way has shown that he can cut off the ring.
So if
In a
Tank,
way has shown that he knows how to manage distance. Now,
so if
the
Tank,
one thing Tank you could probably say is a little bit better at, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. He's a better inside fighter than Inoue. But when it comes to counterpunching, I think Inoue is actually a little bit better of a counterpuncher than Tank. And as crazy as it sounds, but he really is. Like think
True.
about it. Inoue has actually been in the ring with a guy that can think. Fulton. Tank ain't really been in the ring with a guy that can think like that. The closest one you can maybe say is maybe Pedraza or that one dude he fought from 130, Hector Garcia.
Louis, I mean, you talking about Leo Santa Cruz?
No,
Or
Leo
you
Santa
said
Cruz.
you said Hector Garcia.
Yeah, Hector Garcia.
Yeah, Hector was pretty good, man.
Yeah, he's a good fighter.
People act like
But
Hector's a bum. He just
but
lost to a better
Fulton,
man.
bro, like even Tank didn't even do Ryan like that, or what's his name, Rolly Romero, and them niggas are now the same level as Stephen Fulton.
Do you understand that those guys was much bigger than Tank Davis? Like Rolly Romero was 165 pounds when he fought Tank Davis.
Okay, even then, okay, let's use a different example then. Hector Garcia. Did Tank do Hector the way that Inoue did Fulton? I don't think so. It wasn't that one sided. Or
Nah,
even
he just knocked that man blind and gave him memory loss.
Look, man, I like Tank more than Inoue, but I gotta tell it like it is, bro. And
I know. I mean,
Tank.
that's your opinion. I just wanted to know what you believe that Inoue have better than Tank Davis. That you would say he's ranked 3 over Tank Davis as far as boxing ability. I just wanted to know what you thought. That's your opinion.
I've seen
I ain't
him.
got nothing wrong with it.
The reason I say is because I've seen Inoue against movers, people that come forward. So I've seen him figure out different styles. I've only seen Tank against really one type of style. Like we've never seen Tank whenever we've seen Tank in a guy in the ring with a guy that says, you know what, I'm coming in here to survive. I'm gonna just move, and if you can't cut off the ring, that's your fault. Inoue has to deal with that.
Mario Barrio.
Man, stop it. No, Mario Barrio. First of all, he's not even a mover like that.
Mario Barrio was moving around the ring that fight.
Yeah,
he was losing rounds to Mario Barrios, and that nigga was drained.
He was running from that brother. He was running from Tank, bro.
Hold up, nobody.
He was boxing.
That's what's so funny about it. Mario Barrio never said he was drained. Nobody knew nothing about the weight cause until Mario Barrio came and says. Mario Barrio never said he was weight drained.
He said it on an Instagram post that I didn't mention it because he was getting tired of Ryan Garcia bitching. He said I didn't want to mention it for. Yeah, so technically, now he didn't make any excuses, but he did say that he had a weight clause. So let's think about it. He's a natural 147 pounder fighting at 140, and on top of that, you added a weight clause. Come on, bro.
But I keep trying to tell y'all. See, this is what y'all don't understand. There's a lot of people that have weight clauses. People just don't talk about it. I keep telling people about this. It's a lot of people that have weight clauses that they just don't never mention about it because they're not using it as an excuse.
Fair enough. So, fair enough.
And Mario, nobody would have ever said nothing about Mario Barrio and his weight clause, and Mario Barrio would have never said it.
Okay, fair enough. But would you agree with me by saying Mario Barrio's best weight is probably 147? And as big as he is.
I mean, yeah, he probably supposed to be at 154. To be honest with you, Mario Barrio is like 5'11".
5'11".
Now it's still a good win for Tank, but we gotta have a little context.
No, everybody. I keep trying to tell y'all. Everybody comes into boxing at a lower weight than they fought in at the amateurs. Most of the time, 98% of the fighters that come into the pros, they fight at a lower weight than they fought in the amateurs. They all start from a smaller weight and they work their way up when they come into the pros. 98% of them. So
why is that?
Because
So why is that? No, so why is
why is that? I mean, because in the amateurs, you going off of punches. You going off of punches landed. You get scored by the punch that landed, the effective punch that landed. In the pros, you got to worry about a guy's power, and you don't have headgear. You got to worry about a guy's power. So you don't want to get in there with a guy that is bigger than you. Pause. You don't want to get in the guy that's bigger than you, and he got power. Now you got to worry about the power. You're not worried about just a point score. You worrying about that power. So a lot of times those guys start off at a smaller weight because they got to get acclimated to the pros. It's just like when you playing college football. You start off as a redshirt freshman. You got to get acclimated to playing in college. So you might have been a superstar in high school, but when you get in college, there's a lot of superstars. So you got to get acclimated.
Red shirt. I ain't gonna lie to you. You only red shirt when you're a bum. I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro.
I don't know, bro. I like the way Inoue's career is moving over Tank because he's showing you that you can be a attraction, ticket seller, and you can fight the best all at the same time. Tank
I
Tank is
wouldn't
a
say
protected
I wouldn't say
Tank is a
attraction.
protected attraction fighter. That's what he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
Facts.
that Cool Boy moves like that because up until this fight
Anyway,
with Monster anyway, nobody really paid attention to Cool Boy like we did, the diehard boxing fans. But the general public never really paid attention to Cool Boy.
I
They didn't
mean,
really pay attention.
you could
Did
say that
Dirk
about
praise Cool
99%
Boy?
of
Did he
fighters.
praise Inoue?
Like you'd probably say it's three fighters that outside the general hardcores really know about. Tank, Canelo, maybe Tyson Fury, and a
You
couple
gotta
other
say
guys. But
Deontay Wilder, man. I know you don't like black guys. You
yeah,
gotta say Deontay Wilder. I know you
I
don't
mean,
like Red District brothers,
you
man.
stupid.
I
I
know you
mean,
go
there's a few guys. Like when I say the general public, I mean the casuals that watch boxing on the regular. They watch boxing every time boxing come on. Those casuals, not the
Yeah,
casual that only watch it when there's a big fight, but the
yeah.
casuals that watch boxing whenever there's a fight on the weekends. Those casuals, they don't follow boxing, but they watch boxing when it's on the weekends. Those casuals.
The,
Now,
who
those casuals is a lot of people that know other fighters. Tank Davis and Canelo are the two biggest names in the sport of boxing. Those are the two biggest names in the sport of boxing. And then you have Tyson Fury, you have Earl
AJ?
Spence, Bud Crawford, AJ. You have those other guys start to sprinkle down as we go on. But I don't. Cool Boy ain't really known like Cool Boy is about as known as Regis Prograis right now. He's about as known as Regis Prograis. If you know who Regis
Probably.
Prograis is, you probably know who Cool Boy is. If you know who Cool Boy is, you probably know who Regis Prograis is.
That's facts. Okay, who's that person that said something when I said Shakur is top 3 most skilled fighter in boxing? Was that you,
was
BBO?
That was BBO.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate, my friend. Like who outside of Bud and in a way, who you think more skilled than him?
Who was he beat to show you that?
Bro, skills is skills.
He beat an old Jamel Herring. He beat an old
Here we go.
Valdez. I mean,
okay, let's use that logic then. Mario Barrios just beat Ugas, which is better than anybody Boots has fought. So you can say Mario Barrios got a better resume than Boots. Now, would you pick Mario Barrios to beat Boots? No, you would not. You know why? Because you have eyes. Use your eyes, my friend.
I would pick Virgil Ortiz to stop Boots though.
You out your damn mind. He's gonna beat that man like he stole something.
Mario Barrios got Keith Thurman and Ugas on his resume.
And Tank
Boots will beat the dog shit out of Virgil Ortiz. I put that on everything. Yes. And I like Mario Barrios, and for that reason, I wouldn't want to see that fight neither.
No, I think
Boots.
I think Brad Cobb would get him.
Boots is saying Mario Barrios to the ER.
No, I think Boots will win, but I think it
will
hurt
Mario Barrios bad, man.
I think it will be a good fight. The first 5 or 6 rounds, I think it'll be a good fight. But I think Boots will eventually stop Mario Barrios.
No, it won't. You know why? Because Boots, literally everything Mario Barrios is good at, Boots does it better. He has no advantages.
I see Boots dominating all the way through that fight, D3.
If that motherfucker wins a round, I'll be shocked.
Listen what I said. I'm not saying that Boots is not going to dominate. I said I think it will be a good fight for about the first 5 or 6 rounds. I'm not saying he's not going to dominate. I put it this way. Mario Barrios would do a lot better than Villa did.
No, he won't. You know why? Because at least Villa has something that can actually give a lot of people trouble. He has real power.
No, he
can crack. Mario Barrios can't crack for shit.
The thing about it is Villa walk forward in straight lines. He's a straightforward fighter, man.
Yeah, but he's got that one.
Skills, he can punch at angles.
Bro, I don't care who you fought. If you are a fighter with 25 fights and 24 knockouts, you have real power.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do, because it's a lot of people who are lower level that have better chins than contenders and champions. It's hard to knock out 24 men in a row. It is.
No, I'm gonna say it like this: Mario Barrio has respectable power. He has respectable power. We just saw what he did to Ugas, and he hurt Keith Thurman in that fight.
Yeah, he did. He's got good.
He got
chin
respectable
though.
power, and he's a better boxer than Villa. I don't think he's gonna be standing straight in front of Boots to get hit like Villa was. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that Boots is not going to dominate it and eventually knock him out, because I believe Boots will. I just said I think it will be a better fight than what we saw with Villa. That's my belief.
I'd rather see. Let me tell you, I can name like 5 names that would give Boots a better fight: Mean Machine, Butayev, Stanionis, dare I say Cody Crowley, hell, even Avocado, whatever that motherfucker name is, that bar fought. Yeah, that guy.
Would be a better fight than Mario Barrio?
Yeah.
Avanesian?
Bro, Mario Barrios ain't shit, bro. He a B- level fighter.
And salute to my brother Dirk watching the BBO boxing channel, saying,
So where do you have Ugas on that? If you got Mario
Ugas
Barrio,
is washed.
No, you said Mario Barrio is a D level
he's
fighter.
Trash at this
no, he ain't no D level fighter. I said B-.
You said B or D as in David?
B as in Borat.
Oh, okay. I thought you said D as in David. I was like, hold up.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
But yeah, I mean that's about what Mario Barrio is.
Blair Cobbs is a D- fighter.
So
yeah, you can't put no B- in there with an A+.
So
yeah,
you got Stanionis as an A+ fighter?
Absolutely not. He's like a B+ fighter.
You got David Abenizin as a A+ fighter?
He about the same level as a Mario Barrios or a Stanionis. Nah, she's a little bit worse than Stanionis. So he's around that level.
So where you got Mean Machine rated as?
He's a B+.
He's a B too.
I think Mario Barrio
solid
beats. I think
Bud and Virgil.
No, I think Mean Machine hurts Mario.
I think Mario Barrio will beat Mean Machine, and I think he will beat David Abenizin.
No, Mean Machine hurts everybody he gets in the ring with. Mean Machine hurts everybody he gets in the ring with, and he's gonna hurt Mario. He's gonna hurt that. Even Ugas hurt Barrios.
Hold on 1 second, man. Let my man Boxer Scholar get in on this one.
Rocha's better than this nigga.
What's up, Boxer Scholar?
What's up, BBO?
How you feeling, man?
Man, chilling, bro. I had to pull up because, man, like I knew it was something I liked you. I agree, man. Shakur is overrated, bro.
Man, y'all crazy, bro. Look, the only people who say that shit are Devin Haney fans, bro. And niggas that say that shit are worse than the Spence fans because, bro, when that fight happens, when that fight happens,
fans, right? They worse than the Cool Boy fans, right?
Look. For the Devin Haney people, because I don't know if you're a Devin Haney person or not. What does Devin Haney do in the boxing ring better than Shakur Stevenson? Please elaborate.
Hold on, bro. Think about what you just said. You don't know if I am or not, but you're assuming that I am.
Well, 99% of the times it's usually a Devin Haney.
Well, let's just keep it on Shakur. Let's not talk about that. Man.
All right.
About Shakur,
let's keep it on Shakur then.
Shakur's best win to this day is who? Probably Oscar Valdez, right?
Yep.
Who got destroyed by Navarrete, man.
Oscar Valdez is his best win to date.
Okay. So let's say that is his best win. So because Navarrete destroyed him and Shakur only outboxed him, by that logic, Floyd should have lost to Pacquiao because Floyd outboxed the people that Pacquiao knocked out.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, you was bad at connect the dots as a kid.
No, because this man literally just said Navarrete destroyed Valdez, so that should just take away what Shakur did.
But y'all have to, and they have to realize Navarrete is a different style than Shakur Stevenson. Navarrete throws a bunch of punches.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson doesn't do that. So it's two different styles. You can't judge a man because he looked worse in one style versus another style. You can't judge because that triangle theory doesn't work. It doesn't work because we don't know what Navarrete would look like. Man. We don't know what Navarrete would look like fighting against Shakur. We don't know what Navarrete would look like.
How we know? Tank only fights flat-footed Mexicans.
Man,
yeah, no
but
disrespect to the Migos.
styles make fights, bro. You know what a boy just said. Shakur not busy with his hands, bro. Tank like to sit around and wait for that bomb, so he gonna give him opportunities by sitting and fighting at the same pace that
So
Tank.
you're not gonna time Tank like you time an idiot like Rolly or a low IQ fighter like Ryan Garcia.
He
You're
just
gonna be
need
looking for
one.
that shot all day.
He just need one, bro. 36 minutes.
He
So
don't need
Shakur,
one. We've seen Tank hit plenty of people one time and they didn't go out.
Man, he made a guy go blind, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
we seen only 2 people make the distance, and one
Bro,
of
we
them was
see
a
this
six.
story
One of
all
them
the
was a
time.
6-rounder.
The
One of them was a
boxer versus
6-rounder.
the puncher. And the boxer usually wins. And I
Well,
know what you're gonna say. Well, Tank can box
And
too.
no,
Nigga,
I was
not
gonna
like
say that.
Shakur.
I was gonna say
and
if
the
he
key
don't
word
knock you
is
out, he make you be like, damn, I should have been a
and
plumber. I should have went to CDL school.
yeah,
When he hit Hector, you remember
but the
Hector was
key
like,
word
what
is
the fuck am I doing here?
the key word is usually wins, not always wins. That's the key word.
well, I'll say
All I
this, man.
know is Tank will be losing rounds to motherfuckers like Rolly. Ain't no way in Shakur losing no damn rounds to no Rolly.
Check this out, Dirk.
We don't know
When
that.
let me say this. Anytime
Hell no.
you think about this, he hasn't fought a guy under 30 years old since Clay. So until he fights somebody his age or younger, man, I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
Well,
This
them
dude,
niggas that are his age and don't want to fight him.
that's cap, man. At the end of the
No, it's
day,
not
man,
cap.
these
And if you pay attention,
hold on.
these fighters and these coaches are telling you who the man is at
Let me
135.
finish. Let me finish, man. What I'm saying is simple. Shakur has benefited from excellent matchmaking. He's with the best matchmakers in boxing, bro.
I hope
That's
you're
what
not.
they do. That's what they do with Top Rank. Top Rank makes great matches, man. At the end of the day, the moment he get in there with a live dog, who's not gonna let him just step back like Oscar Valdez did, bro,
You know who
I'm
you
telling
sound
you,
like right now?
who?
Somebody spitting
Earl
facts.
Spence fans when they were talking about Bud. Oh, he's a product of top ranked matchmaking.
Listen, this what you're doing. You trying to create this what you're doing. You trying to create a red herring. You trying to move the goalpost because what I'm saying is really killing you, bro. Because no matter what you say, if Tank clips that man, it's over with. And Tank always clips him. And what I
Yeah,
seen with Shakur, he's weak to the body because we seen him almost throw up his whole lunch when he fought
yeah,
Oscar Valdez, bro. So
Man, he
yeah.
kept a straight face when that happened. You act like he was out there on one knee or some shit. Come on now. Let's every fighter gets hurt. This is boxing. This is a hurt business.
Hey,
Tank
but
gets hurt too.
one thing you can't deny, bro. You look, Shakur got skills, bro. I don't think anybody would deny that, bro. We just
no.
saying that his skills ain't. It's easy to look good when you punching a heavy bag, bro. We done seen people on mitts get on them mitts and look beautiful than a motherfucker. Then get in the ring and get their ass told, "Hey, be one
So
of them."
so why is
Yeah.
it 99% of the people that been in the ring with
I'll ask
Tank,
you a question before you finish
Shakur,
this.
and
I'm gonna ask
Devin,
you this.
most
Where
of
you
them
be
say
get
that Shakur is a better fighter,
where you get that
especially when
99% stuff from, bro? You pulling this out your butt, bro. Pause.
Hold
You
on.
gotta give me some facts.
What
You gotta
okay,
give me
fighters
maybe
are
some
you
not
talking
facts.
about?
maybe not Tank, not
Hold
Tank,
on, hold
but
on.
with Devin
What
is
fighters?
definitely
What fighters are you talking
99%.
about? What fighters are you talking about? You talking about fighters in the ring or fighters
You
that's
Abdullah
making
sparring?
Mason, Abdullah
you
No,
making
Mason.
it up, bro.
listen. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Are you talking about fighters in the ring or fighters that's sparring?
I mean, bro, it's the same thing. Like, I'm not
No,
saying
it's
it's the
Because
not.
same exact same thing.
they haven't fought the same guys actually at 135. So you can't be talking
Okay,
about in the ring. You talking about sparring.
okay, yeah, I am talking about sparring.
Okay,
So
so I don't
it
listen
doesn't
to
give
what
you
they
the
do
whole
in
story, but
sparring.
it gives you something. You can't deny that.
Bro,
I don't listen to sparring because sparring is practice. One fighter is working on something, another fighter is trying to prove something. So
See,
you got a
see,
fighter that's working on something, and you got a fighter that's trying to prove, hey, I could be in the ring with him in a real fight. So
see this.
it doesn't really work like that. It
See,
doesn't really work like that.
this is the issue with a lot of boxing fans, bro. Y'all want to use the little resume bullshit. That shit never works.
I'm
Oh,
not using no
oh,
resume.
no, not you.
I'm
Not, I'm
going.
not talking about you, brother. But a lot of people are, oh, who has he fought? Oh, he hasn't fought nobody. They were saying the same shit about Bud. But if you know something about boxing, you knew that Bud was the more skilled fighter than Earl Spence. That shit was blatant and obvious. And it's the same thing with Shakur and Devin, but it's even more profound. Like
hold on 1 second.
the
So let me
gap,
ask you this.
the gap in skill between those two is huge.
Well, let
I'm
me
And if you
not.
ask you
can't
I'm
this,
not.
see it,
man.
shit, I
See,
don't know what to tell you.
and BBO would tell you, I'm one of those guys that picked Frank Martin to lose to Shakur. I
I
like
mean,
Shakur.
that's like
I like
that's
all
like
those guys.
saying Patrick Mahomes
I'm
is
not,
better than fucking Derek Carr. Like,
Hey,
no, I
Boxer
like
Scott. Hey,
all those
Boxer Scott.
guys.
Let my brother Boxer Scott get in here, man. Cause this dude just sound crazy, man. You pulling stuff out your butt, Derek, man. You a horrible debater, bro. You don't know nothing you talking about, dog. Like,
yeah,
No,
all right.
I'm gonna put it
It's
like
too
this.
much heat for BVO.
I don't believe Shakur is bad at no means. Shakur is highly skilled. And the one thing that Shakur has over a lot of these guys, he know how to judge distance. And he's a defensive fighter and he know how to judge distance. That's why I believe it's going to be a chess match when he get in there with Tank Davis or he get in there with Devin Haney. I think it's going to be a chess match for
Ain't
either
gonna
one
be
of
no
those
damn
fighters.
chess match with Devin. To beat Shakur, you gotta hurt him. Tank. That's why Tank has a
No,
chance. I give
no.
Tank
What
a
I'm
chance
saying,
because he can hurt him.
what
Devin
I'm saying,
can't crack an
what I'm
egg. So what are you gonna do?
what I'm
Outbox
saying,
Shakur Stevenson?
what I'm saying is Devin Haney is a defensive fighter and a counterpuncher. I mean, not Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson is a defensive fighter and a counterpuncher. Devin Haney is a pure boxer. He's going to box around the ring, and it's going to Shakur Stevenson know how to judge distance. Devin Haney best
I,
attribute is his jab. So
I
it's going to
disagree
be
with
a
you.
chess match. That's his best
No,
This is the thing.
attribute.
This what you.
I
This what
disagree.
you doing. This what you doing. This what you doing, Dirk. You coming in with these half-ass points that make no sense. 1 minute you said 99% of fighters do this. 99%. You just pulling stuff out of your butt, man. At the end of the day, until we see Shakur in there with a live dog, not Yoshi from Mario, not an old Jamel Herring, and not an old Oscar Valdez, we won't know what we got until we see him in the ring with better guys.
As painful as this for me to say, I tend to agree a little bit with what BBO saying because we haven't seen Shakur Stevenson in there with somebody that can actually make him have to work.
Did Loma duck Shakur Stevenson? Yes or no?
Listen. Hold on. We're not
No,
gonna
no,
Yes, he did.
no,
It was
Hold on.
blatant.
That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna. What you're doing is putting up these red herrings and moving the debate to another spot. At the end of the day, this is what we're saying. The dude ain't fought nobody in his whole career that has been a live dog. It's just
Who
like
has
when we
fought
see.
somebody
But
then?
listen. It's just like when we see Boots Ennis, and I tell Free all the time, you gonna get his head knocked off because he be in there playing. And Free love to stand by. No, he won't be playing when he get in there with somebody for real. And what I'm saying is, if you look at Shakur, he's been matched very, very well. And the Puerto Rican kid is a terrific fighter. But he get in there with the big dogs like a Devin Haney, man. I mean, not
Big
Devin Haney.
dogs.
Sorry, listen. He get in there with a Tank Davis, bro, or a Frank Martin, somebody that can
So
match his
so
boxing
so so
skills.
Shakur's been well matched, but Tank hasn't. You crazy, bro?
Listen. They both have. They both have. At the end of the
Okay
day,
then.
that's boxing. But what I'm saying is, I've seen Tank actually fight some real champions. I haven't
Who?
seen, man, Leo Santa Cruz.
Oh my lord, Leo Santa Cruz. That's the best one you could come up with.
No, Pedraza. When he
Leo
fought
Santa
Pedraza,
Cruz is a better name than anybody Shakur Stevenson fought.
Is he though?
Regardless
Is
of
he
how we
really?
might feel about it.
Is he
Regardless
really?
of how we might.
For what?
Yes, he
Beating
is.
Crampton?
He's a 4-division champion. He's a better fighter than anybody that's on Shakur Stevenson's record.
But
I'm
none
not
of you
taking nothing
niggas will
away
ever
from.
pick him to beat Shakur, so I don't understand this logic.
I'm not saying none of them will beat Shakur. I'm just saying.
I think he would be Shakur at 126, easy. I see
I'm
Leo.
just saying.
I see
Yeah, of
Leo
course.
A
Santa
lot of
If
people.
he
A
drains
lot.
himself there.
No, he started at
I'm not.
126. See, you don't watch
I'm not.
boxing, bro. That's why we
I'm
talking. We
not saying.
talking to
I'm
somebody
not
who don't
saying.
watch
I'm not
boxing.
saying that
So,
none of
you
these guys
saying
will
back
beat
then?
Shakur.
No, he wouldn't have beaten back then either. Come on now, stop it.
Can I ask you a question? It's not the same Shakur that ducked Gary Russell, man. I don't want to hear
Come
this,
on.
man. You making stuff up, bro. You
Look,
making
bro.
stuff up because you
When
like
that
him,
fight happens, it's gonna be just like the Earl Spence. Them niggas gonna disappear and like they never existed.
man.
Keep
This is the
that
thing.
same
I
energy.
mean,
Keep
This
that
is the thing I don't
same
I put
energy.
like
understand. Errol
I
Spence
put it like
lost.
this. I put it like this.
But
Lomachenko didn't duck Shakur Stevenson. They have the same promoter. That promoter didn't want to put that fight together. That has nothing to do with Shakur Stevenson. That has nothing to do with Lomachenko. The promoter is the one that puts that fight together. He didn't want to put that fight together. So
He literally no, that's not true, brother. Because his
is true.
manager,
That
what's
is
his
true.
name? Clemus, whatever his name is.
hey,
They said
boxing
that
scholar, can I ask you a quick question, man? Let me ask you a quick question on this. I know you know about the history of boxing, man. What would you put Tank at in the history of boxing, man? Hold on, is he still on here? Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, he's still here. Oh no, he dropped off. He dropped off.
Oh, he dropped off.
Oh, yeah, he
Okay,
dropped
my
off.
bad. But what I'm saying in general is this, man. I don't understand how you can say from watching boxing all these years, man, that you think that Sugar Shakur can beat some of the best in the world, and we haven't seen him fought nobody, man.
Who? Okay, so you keep saying that shit, but who has fought somebody according to you?
Teofimo Lopez and fought people.
Okay, and
Tank Davis then fought a few people.
Oh my god,
not a lot, but he fought a few.
Now
people.
you just look. Okay, with T.O., I can see why you said that, but Tank Davis, bro. Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia, like none of these dudes is anything special.
These are big punchers, man.
Okay, that don't make you. And so was Nakatila that Shakur fought. That don't mean nothing.
You talking about Yoshi Tomario?
No, Nakatila, the African dude that he fought at 130.
Okay,
you don't even know who that is. There you go.
That's the dude that he from New Jersey as well as Shakur Stevenson is.
No, Nakatila is African.
He fights out of New Jersey. I know who he is. He fights out of New Jersey. Jersey.
Bro.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know
that was the guy that Shakur Stevenson apologized to the fan to the fan because they said it was a boring fight, and Shakur Stevenson went back and apologized.
That was a boring fight, and ever since then, at the last 5 people he fought, he's either knocked down or knocked out.
I know exactly who you're talking about. And Shakur Stevenson said it was a boring fight because that man got power. I felt his power, and I was like, he can't hit me like that again.
And by the way, I disagree with your assessment of Shakur. He's just a defensive fighter or a counterpuncher. He's a complete fighter. He's a complete fighter. He can fight on the inside. Yeah, he can fight on the inside. He can fight in the mid range. He can fight on the outside. He's a complete fighter.
I didn't say he can't do that. I said what he is known for is his defensive fighting and his judgment and in distance. That's what he's known for. He tell you that himself. That's what he said. Matter of fact, he just said it. He just said it. He said, I'm very good at judging distance and defense. Tank Davis is an excellent fighter. He has great power. That he literally just said that out of his own mouth. So don't take my word for it. Take his word for it.
And Devin is a limited fighter. Devin is an out and out pure boxer. That's what he is, purely.
Yeah.
He can't fight on the inside. His defense in the open stance is not very good. You can close distance on Devin, and you can take his jab away. We've seen JoJo do it, and we've seen Loma do it.
And I never said none of that. I said it's a 50-50 fight with all 3 of those guys, and I said it's going to be a chess match because I think all those fighters are good fighters in their own way. I think they're all great fighters in their own way. So
I understand you trying to be respectful to all 3 parties or whatever, but Shakur and Devin, respectfully, is not a 50-50 fight. Shakur and Tank, maybe.
That's your opinion. But
to beat Shakur, you're gonna have to hurt this dude. I'm telling you. And Devin can't hurt him.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Like I said, that's your opinion.
Let me say this. It's your boy BBO Boxing. It's your boy D3. There's no fights for us to cover this weekend, so we're gonna be chilling out. We're gonna be back maybe Monday or Sunday with another brand new show. So like, comment, subscribe. You're watching this on playback, and just remember. Any views expressed by your man Dirty Odu are not represented or supported by BBO Boxing. All right,
yes, we endorse all these views, and then